My name is Mr. Bajirao Babar from Nepal, completed the PGD MLT course from TD. I am very happy to present the ceremony. Thanks to all staff, teachers, coordinators of the university for successful us. We have learned many more things like hematology, biochemistry, histopathology, clinical pathology, hormonal study and microbiology. I have got a lot of experience from this course. Now I am working at Dr. Cardos Clinic, Sci Diagnostic Laboratory from Goa. And thanks to all university staff, teachers and coordinators. Thank you.
Good afternoon all. Myself Akash Bubdi here. We are glad to hear as a convocation program of our PGD MLT, and I am very happy that we are present at the convocation certification program. And I am very thankful to our teachers for the great support and our coordinator for the update of all things at on time to times. And we learn many things that we grow ourselves in this field. And PGD MLT course is very useful for us. So we are thankful to us all from all sides. Thank you much.
Thank you both very much. This model is challenging because we want to take the courses to many different areas, which means the university is in one place and the areas that we will give the courses is another. It requires another level of coordination, and so we hope we have done well and we will continue to improve. That's a promise. And now we would love to hear from our chief guest, and I think we are really honored as a group to have Dr. Alexander Thomas with us as the chief guest. His is a life that you must all emulate, really. I mean, it's amazing what all he has done. So I'll just start with some formal things and then I'll tell you a few things. Dr. Thomas has served the healthcare sector for over 4 decades and holds positions in several national associations that address issues within the healthcare sector. He is founder, member and president of the Association of Healthcare Providers of India, founder, president and patron of Association of National Board of Accredited Institutions, and founder, president and patron of the Consortium of Accredited Healthcare Organizations. In all these roles, he has effected far-reaching policy changes within the healthcare landscape and also pioneered several training initiatives in healthcare professionals. So basically, Dr. Alexander Thomas has distinguished himself not just in his specialization, which is orthopedics, but also as a teacher of the subject, as a policy advocate, and as an administrator, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about all of those. In fact, it's his interest in education that gave me the privilege to first meet him in 2017 when he was consulting to the Dr. Kasturi Rangan Committee on medical education for the National Education Policy. And and I know that he has contributed to policy of the state public health policy in Karnataka. He presently chairs the SDG 3, if you all know that the Sustainable Development Goals of UNESCO, to which India is also a signatory. Sustainable Development Goal 3 is on good health and wellness, and he's the chair of that committee for Government of Karnataka, and he's also on a committee for training teachers on identifying children with mental health issues, identifying and helping children with mental health issues. So the range of issues on which he takes up for training goes far away from his subject, his own specialization, which is orthopedics. So, and it's not surprising that he has a very enviable track record as an administrator. Those of us who live in North Bangalore, we remember Bangalore Baptist Hospital, which was a small secondary care hospital. You may have passed it on your way to coming here. He was CEO of the hospital for about a decade, between 2006 and 2014, and now he has converted it into a nationally recognized 300-bed multi-speciality operation, winning several prestigious awards. So in fact, the transformation is so big that this transformation is a case study in the IIMs of how to do things right, actually. And he's a member of numerous boards, has won several lifetime achievement awards and distinguished service awards. I'm not going to list them for you. And the most recent is a 2022 award, and he was awarded the Waterfalls Global Award by the government of the United Arab Emirates. And this award has been given only to 15 people in the world so far. So, what is so special for us is that he has been so supportive of our work at TDU. If you have studied medical lab technology, PGD, he is a member of our board of studies, and he has taken very keen interest in the content, that is it, good and so on. And he has one passion that we have not been able to do for you, unfortunately. He says healthcare communication must be included in every healthcare course. We have not been able to do that for you because I think there is a lot of content that you people have been asked to study, but in future editions of this program, we will certainly do it. We've been able to include it in the VEC programs, but not for the PGD MLT, and we will look into how we can change that. But without sort of taking up more of your time, let me invite Alex to all of us to please give us his address. Thank you.
Thank you, Lina, for that very, very kind introduction. Whatever we have done together as a team, as even this graduation is all about. So first of all, congratulations to all of you. You have passed a milestone, you are ready to take on the world. Congratulations to you, congratulations to the university and the team for doing this. My association with TDU, I think, goes back many years when your Vice Chancellor was part of a committee where we were looking at the state policy. Generally, allopathics like us, we have a chip on our shoulder when it comes to other systems of medicine. But I know that Ayush has so much to offer, and the university. The university is, I think, a very valuable contributor towards inclusion of Ayush, especially in primary. You spoke about it in primary healthcare. So we were part of that committee, and later Sachin was also part of the SDG3 committee, where we gave recommendations using the knowledge of Ayush. Now, coming to the health sector, before this I just talk a little bit about the need for human resources in medicine. COVID has shown us that the world has a huge shortage of healthcare workers, doctors, nurses, lab technicians. So what does the rest of the world do? The rest of the world, they take from India. So as you all know that we are facing a huge shortage of nurses now. What has happened in the US, Dubai, all the countries have made it easier for nurses to come. The similar thing is going to happen for people like you who work in the lab. So we need to be the producers of human resources for the entire growth. And so I'm very, very happy that TDU is doing this, especially tying up with partners, going to the areas where it is difficult and providing this education. And of course, a special congratulations to getting the women here. I always used to say in Baptist, they're all our women colleagues at 2 shifts. They have to come to the hospital, work a shift, go back home and work 2 shifts. So I think it's very credible that TDU and their partners have enabled this empowerment of women, because I'm not belittling the men here. I'm saying that women folk, especially in India, are doing a super job, and we need to encourage it. So congratulations once again for this. And we need to keep in mind that India is going to be a superpower very shortly. India is going to train people for the world, and initiatives like this will only strengthen us, strengthen the country, strengthen all of you, and strengthen the globe. So with that, let me go on to my topic. Usually at graduation ceremonies, I like to give a very brief talk, a focused talk on something that you will be able to take away and it will be useful for you. Now, health communication has been something that we have been working on for many, many years. Unfortunately, in our country, it has not been part of the curriculum. So today you hear about violence against medical professionals, against doctors. And my assessment is, we have written a book, I'll share it with you later. My assessment is that 70% of all this is happening because we don't communicate properly with our patients. So let me try and give you a brief outline of communication. And then there are a lot of things, there is a book which I present again to the library here, and it's available for all of you also. There are courses, but I think it's very, very crucial in addition to your skills as lab techs, as lab people, that you need to communicate. And as I go along and show you, give you some validated data, I believe you validated data, I just start talking off the back of my hat. So I ask this question wherever I go. Which do you think is the most, which is the most riskiest? Anybody can answer. Is it skydiving? Is it staying near a nuclear facility? A hospital. You obviously worked in a hospital. Yeah, we told it. Okay. Yes. Working in a hospital is, unfortunately, not working, being admitted to a hospital is the most risky thing that can happen to anybody. Again, validation. The risk of dying in a plane, all of you came by bus. So what is the risk of an accident? What is the risk of a plane crash? It's very, very small compared to the risk of being in a hospital. Here we're talking about Australia and US. 11% of all patients, all deaths are because of medical error. These are very alarming, but nevertheless true. So what is the relationship between communication and quality? At the end of the day, that is what we're talking about. So quality in healthcare is the need of the hour. And in India, this data is almost about 5 years old. We talk about 5 million medical injuries a year. And all of you